Today's affirmation: my failures are not setbacks, but are setting me up for growth and success. Life is full of setbacks, rejections, and failures, especially when you're navigating through a career change. Landing every interview, acing every test, or making a perfect decision is not always going to happen. But it's how you perceive and react to these moments that will either make your career changing journey a constant struggle or a path of positive growth. Hello and welcome to the Mindful Career Change Podcast. I'm your host, Valerie Mekki, a career change counselor and guide. In today's episode, we're diving into the transformative affirmation: my failures are not setbacks, but are setting me up for growth and success. I wish making a career change were as easy as updating your resume or your LinkedIn profile, and voila, you've changed your profession. But obviously, life doesn't work that way. For me, it took 2 layoffs and 1 failed business before making this career change a successful one. Actually, this is my second attempt with a career change. I failed at it the first time, and I had to go back to my original profession and then faced with a layoff again. Talk about setbacks after setbacks. And although my ego was very bruised and my self-esteem and confidence was low, I still had a glimmer of hope within myself. And sometimes that's all it takes. Just a little mustard seed of faith in yourself to dust yourself off and try again, which is called having a growth mindset. So what is a growth mindset? The theory of having a growth mindset was developed by psychologist Dr. Dweck, a Harvard professor and prominent researcher on mindsets. Her seminal studies identified 2 types of mindsets: growth and fixed. In a growth mindset, individuals believe that their abilities and intelligence can be developed over time, learning through effort and perseverance. On the other hand, a fixed mindset is believed that the abilities and intelligence that you're born with are innate and cannot be changed. It's either you have it or you don't. You accept whatever happens, and you sum it up with the thought of, I guess that's just the way things are. Or, I guess that's just who I am. With a growth mindset, you recognize that failures are part of the process and are temporary. You're open to learning from the missteps and mistakes, allowing you to bounce back quicker, adapt, and move forward. This buildup of resiliency and perseverance aren't just strengthening your inner empowerment to take action in real life, but can also have an effect on your brain. With neuroimaging, scientists have measured electrical activity in the brain when provided with motivational feedback. Researchers have found parts of the brain are lit up with activity when motivated by challenges. And when there isn't any motivation to improve on an action, they saw 0 electrical activity. Think about it this way. Every time you encounter a challenge, your brain gets a chance to rewire itself. It's like exercise for your mind, building resilience and cognitive skills that can benefit you as you navigate your way through life's challenges. This active engagement with learning experiences promotes neuroplasticity, which is the brain's ability to adapt and form new connections that can benefit you as we get older. See, there are benefits of having a growth mindset, not only in how you perform in real life, but how it can develop your brain healthier for years to come. Now, whether you're familiar with the theory of a growth mindset, or it's your first time hearing about it, know this: you have it. I say this because if you had a fixed mindset, you wouldn't be here. Just by being open to change and becoming more mindful through the process of a career pivot is one of the hallmarks of having a growth mindset. So I applaud you, my friend, and encourage you to maintain a growth mindset. So when you encounter a setback like a rejection email, a failed test, or you fumbled on a presentation, remember, these are not roadblocks, but stepping stones, an opportunity to understand yourself better and acquire new knowledge. But you already know this because you have a growth mindset. So, are you ready to practice this positive affirmation in maintaining a growth mindset? Let's begin by priming your mind and body so you're open to accepting this affirmation practice. We'll start by scanning your body, letting go of any tension or negative energy that doesn't serve you. And take a cleansing breath in and out. I'll begin by reciting this affirmation twice. And while you hear this affirmation, imagine you're writing this affirmation down on a whiteboard, or you're watching someone write it down for you. This will help with memorization. So let's begin. My failures are not setbacks, but are setting me up for growth and success. My failures are not setbacks, but are setting me up for growth and success. I'll repeat this affirmation again, but this time I want you to repeat it out loud to yourself so you can hear it in your own voice to make that connection. My failures are not setbacks, but are setting me up for growth and success. I'll repeat this affirmation again. Once again, say it out loud to yourself. My failures are not setbacks, but are setting me up for growth and success. Now, imagine dusting yourself off, shaking away any remnants of a fall, and with your head held high and shoulders back, you're ready to try again. I'll repeat this affirmation one more time and imagine yourself with this vision full color. My failures are not setbacks, but are setting me up for growth and success. I'll repeat this affirmation one more time to let it sink in. My failures are not setbacks, but are setting me up for growth and success. When you're ready, slowly open your eyes if you had them closed. This affirmation is yours to recite and practice for 21 days, at least once a day. It's most effective before you go to bed at night, when you wake up in the morning before you start your day. You can take your affirmation practice a step further by making them sticky. Writing them down on a sticky note, placing it somewhere visible, as a quick reminder that setbacks are just stepping stones towards your success. Reinforce this practice by stacking another affirmation. I would recommend episode number 9, My Age is an Asset, Not a Limitation. I bring a unique perspective which sets me apart from others. If you've been ruminating about making a career change in a midlife, this will help see how your age and experience are an asset and not a hindrance. Now, if you're curious to learn more about how to make your affirmations sticky, which is an acronym on how to make your affirmation practice more effective and sustainable, go back to episode 1, where I walk you through step by step on how to make your affirmations sticky so it can have a transformative impact in your career-changing journey. Please make sure to subscribe and bookmark this episode so you'll have it handy whenever you need a quick guide of this affirmation. If you thought this episode was helpful, please feel free to share it with a friend or a family member who may need some guidance on how to bounce back from a setback. Or help rate it wherever you're listening, so it can help this podcast grow and blossom so other career changers can find it. Thank you again for joining me, and most importantly, thank yourself for taking the time to make a mindful career change. I'll talk to you soon.